little world, little world, little world, little world, self-divide and we become a web, the microcosm, flesh and blood, the thread, a rose, effect and cause. When do we love? Little world, little world, little world, little world. Sound and sunlight, breath and snow with wonder. Learn to let it go. People together, feeling through the dark in busy streets. We play our part. Little world, little world, little world, little world. Laws and truths when we've confused our pain with myths of solitude. Harness your wanting, we're off to war. Take what's yours, who's keeping score? Baby, don't move a muscle. Look, disaster on this ledge. Crack the code in the struggle. Cast your mind over the edge. When what has been concealed becomes the animal reveal. Compassion is the best weapon we can wield. Little world, little world, little world, little world. Move single-minded, questing to be free in beauty and in suffering, bursting and bubbling, frightened and few. We can form a wall, but life will come through. Move forward, bend with her. Can't fight it, can't hold on, but the choice is yours what to do when the waves arrive. Disengage or raise up your eyes. She took her heart and stood absolutely still, filled it up and built it stronger too. She said, I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run from anymore. And I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run to yet. So I'm gonna fly. She said, I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run from anymore. And I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run to yet. So I'm gonna fly, gonna fly, gonna fly.
Home, cooking up beans and rice, sweet, make it a paradise. Home, lucky to have a slice of home, sweet home. Home, cooking up beans and rice, sweet, make it a paradise. Home, lucky to have a slice of home, sweet home.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the late start there. This is the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. My name is Joseph Arnold. I am your host this evening, and I want to tell you briefly about the Home Sweet Home Festival. We are a live stream broadcast of musicians from all around the nation, all around the world, who are now out of work, most of us, because of social distancing measures. And so we are on our 5th broadcast. Can you believe that it's been 5 weeks? 5 weeks of lockdown so far. So we are bringing you music, live music, excellent musicians, professional musicians, people who would normally be out and about playing and who are now streaming live for your listening pleasure. And in return for these excellent performances, we asked for your support, your donations. You can sign up on Patreon. We'll have the links on the bottom of the screen here. And you can also do a one-time donation through PayPal. Again, we'll have all that information at the bottom of the screen. And we have a great lineup. We have some virtuoso cellists. We have quite contrasting singer-songwriters this evening. I'll be playing. My co-host Emma Back will be playing. And yeah, we'll go until about 10 o'clock. We'll even have an interview. We figured out how to do an interview. And our first guest, Yoni Draiblate is a friend of mine, and we played many times together. He's a virtuoso cellist. He's living out in Columbus, Ohio now, I believe, with his lovely wife and his young son, Jonathan. You might be hearing Jonathan during the performance. We'll see. Yoni is just such an excellent cellist and has a great sense of humor with his playing. So I think you'll really enjoy what he does. All right. Oh, and there will be transition scenes. Dan, our tech guru, is switching over streams during those transition scenes, so it'll take just a minute between each artist. It's a good time to get some more popcorn, pour yourself another beer, and sit back and relax, because more great music will be coming your way. So here we go, Yoni Draiblate.
So close to the sun that I could almost touch it. Didn't end up among the stars, but now who knows if I even wanted it. Did I even want it? Ooh, got so hot from the heat that I could almost breathe it. Thought I'd catch with the sweetest spot.
All right. Where are we? Okay. All right.
Hi everyone. Sorry, technical difficulties for the first time. I'm old school, so this is my first time ever streaming anything ever in the history of ever. So thank you for your patience. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to my couch in Clintonville, Ohio, which is in Columbus. Thanks for the lovely introduction, Joe. I don't know about the sense of humor thing, but I'll try. Anyway, I want to kick things off today, hoping that you guys have your beer or popcorn or bourbon, if you like bourbon. I'm going on a tangent here. So let's kick things off with the Prelude from the Sixth Beat by Bach, by Johann Sebastian Bach. Originally written for a 5-string cello, or cello piccolo, but somewhere along history this instrument became somewhat obsolete, and the 4-string cello kind of took all over took its place. So you'll see me going kind of up and down the fingerboard. Anyway, hope you enjoy. 6-beat prelude. And, yeah, here it goes. I hear my wife coming from upstairs. Is Jonathan there? No, he can come. Okay. All right. Thank you, Rory. I'm just looking at the chat now. Oh man, this is. Thank you very much. I hope I'm. Thank you. Wow, this is nice to see all the nice comments. No, it's okay. You can clap. You can clap because I'm only playing the one. I should have said that. I'm only playing one movement. So so clap away in your homes and yes, make your neighborhoods go crazy. So I guess since we started a little bit late, how is everybody doing? How's everybody? I'm talking to a computer, but I'm also talking to all of you. So I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe and positive. And I know for us here, it's a bit challenging. There's nowhere to go to kind of, hang out. We would usually go out and hang out. And you paid to hear music, or you didn't pay, whatever. But I'm giving you my 2 cents about what's going on. But yeah, Rory just said, I don't want to offend my cat by clapping at the wrong time. My cat is asleep. My cat doesn't give a damn. My cat could care less. But your cat is your cat. But I hope everybody's doing well and staying sane and positive and healthy. And yeah, so with that being said, let me play one more for you. Since we started late, I'll play one of my favorite etudes for cello by by a fella named Dupont, Jean-Louis Dupont, who's a great French cellist. And he wrote, among many other things, 21 etudes or exercises for the cello, and so tonight you'll get to hear number 3. So here goes Dupont, etude number 3 for solo cello. Hope you enjoy.
Did I even want it? Well, maybe that's as high as I'm ever gonna get. Maybe it's time to get easy, get grounded. Maybe I was on the wrong plane the whole time, shoulder to shoulder with the birds in the low-lit sky. Got so close to your face that I could almost taste it. Memorized all your shapes and sounds, but now who knows if I even wanted it? Did I even want it? Ooh,
All right, thank you, Yoni. Lovely. I love those pieces. It's really fun to see you play again. Very good. So moving on, we have Emma back, my co-host. Emma is a avant folk singer-songwriter. She lives in Vermont, and I know her through the Alexander technique. She does looping with her violin, and she sings, and she writes these lovely songs that weave the looping and the singing and storytelling. And after she's done, she's going to do an interview with our third guest, Rorie, who is a singer-songwriter who was with us last week, but the internet connection didn't work, so she's back with us. So Emma, take it away.
Maybe that's as far as I'm ever gonna get. Maybe it's time to get simple, get gutted. Maybe I was in the wrong lane the whole time, shoulder to shoulder with my grief under pastel skies.
go. I'm so happy to be here for our 5th concert as part of the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. And if you're watching on Facebook, you can watch the full show at the Twitch link that I've put in the post. And if you have the means and you want to consider supporting us on Patreon, we're really trying to raise money to support the numerous musicians who are currently out of work. And really, we just want to bring you some lovely music to warm your hearts and your souls in these challenging times. So this first song is called If I Knew.
If I knew the words, I would write them down. I would write them down. I would write them down for you. If I knew the truth, I would teach it once and write it twice, then break the rules. For I'm just like a child, grown up into this body now. I'm just a troubled youth, a rebel's fool with the devil's crown. If I knew the way, I would show you how. I would show you how. I would show you how today. If I would walk my talk with my head held high and my eyes ablaze. But I'm just too lonesome, like a beggar on the road. I'm just too full of fear and confused, maybe like you. If I knew the game, I'd dare to play till I was black and blue. If I knew the song, I would try to sing. I would try to sing it for you. But I learned to be careful, be only in it if I win. So I play it safe and take the road they say is guaranteed. To fail, I could not bear, I could not bear to fail again. What is failure but the proof of what we choose, what we choose? watching you for me again. If I had no pain, I would never rise, I would never rise, I would never rise again. If I had no faith, I would never dare, I would never dare to lay my heart bare. If I had all, I would never call, I would never call out for you again. If I knew the way, I would show you how, I would show you how today. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you're just tuning in on Facebook, this is the Home Sweet Home Music Festival, and the Twitch link is there if you want to watch the whole show tonight. We have an amazing lineup of artists. And yeah, how's everyone doing? Man, I feel like just every day is so different. I just notice kind of my emotions up and down every day, and I'll have a couple days where I can almost forget, like I just dive into my creative work and write lots of songs and work on all these projects and sort of enjoy my time by myself in my house. And then there's days where I just, miss people. Or I feel, feel sad that I'm not able to perform live for you, in person, gathered around in someone else's home, because I mostly do house concerts. So here I am in my home to yours, and feeling that, imagining that we're able to be in the same room and sharing, and just wishing you all a lot of love and hoping you're staying safe and healthy and taking really good care of your minds as well, because I know it can be really, really rocky for a lot of people who aren't used to being so alone or who have lost work. So really feeling for all of you as we're in this together. Whoops. This next tune is kind of, in some ways, speaking to that. It's called Receive, and it's really about how sometimes we don't allow ourselves to be contributed to, and how do we learn to invite that and to celebrate that. And I think it's a really beautiful time, that kind of the silver lining of this time is we are learning how much we need others, and we are learning how to maybe reach out and ask for support where before it was maybe difficult. And we're also reaching out and helping others where before maybe we were a little bit in our own world. I know I've been feeling that. I can really get into my own world of my music mainly, and my kind of you guard your soul. broken wing. Lend your might and all its cravings to the tailor who can mend anything. Enough now to be alive. Is it enough now to be alive? Is it with blame you guard yourself? Remorse, it fills your mouth. Take the mill and mortar, grind it down till it's thin. Feed it white and simple to the river as she winds around your danger. Sick answers from the grub and grind, with weight of hand and line, you lose your. Thank you. May you all receive everything that you are needing right now. Much love. Hello, welcome back to the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. I am so happy to be one of the co-directors of this, co-organizers, and we decided this week we would try doing some interviews so you could get to know some of our artists a little bit more. So it is my pleasure to introduce the lovely Rorie Kelly. Rorie Kelly makes ladybeast music. Her life's mission is to create music that inspires others to love themselves fiercely and become their own heroes. Rorie's empowerment anthem, If You Teach a Bird to Sing, led her to perform the Obama White House and earned her a top 10 staff pick from WFUV's John Platt. She is currently working on a new album called Shadow Work.
So Rorie, welcome. I'm so glad that you are able to be here with us, and it's good to see you after, I don't know, the last time that we saw each other was at least 4 years ago, maybe more. So it's great to see you. And just tell me, first of all, how are you doing with everything that's been happening? How has COVID-19 been impacting you as an artist? What's been up for you in your life?
Yeah. Well, first of all, like, thank you for having me and thank you for doing this wonderful thing that you're doing with the Home Sweet Home Festival. I think it's like there have been a bunch of these that I've been like, traipsing along and checking out. And I think it's the most well done one. And it's like really wonderful how you've like really organized this to be good for artists. So thank you for including me. I'm really grateful.
Thank you. That's great to hear.
Yeah. COVID-19, I think, is affecting me like it's affecting many people. I'm like stuck in my home, but I think maybe you can relate to this as a fellow creative like person, and I'm an introvert. It's kind of like, oh, gee, I'm stuck at home with my musical instruments and my books and my garden and my cat. And I don't mean to make light of it because it's a really serious situation, but the best thing we can do right now is take good care of ourselves at home, and I'm really grateful to have a roof over my head and, to have food in my fridge. And, many performers have lost their income. I definitely have, but we're working on it day by day, and I'm grateful to be able to do it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, I know in some ways there's a sort of hidden lining here where those of us that crave to be home and create, we sort of have that opportunity and kind of the strife and joy of it all, the joy and the suffering, the challenge. And you are usually perform like 6 days a week, right?
I do. Yeah. I like have not been home this many days in a row. Like I think since I was like a kid and had summer vacation. It's so weird.
Well, good. I'm glad you're able to find the silver lining and to kind of, since you do have that time to enjoy and create. And tell me a little bit about Ladybeast music. What is that?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to find a way to describe my music that wasn't like super genre-tastic, because I think like many musicians that I don't fit really, really well into any particular box. So I wanted to really just give people a mood so that when people heard it, they might not know what kind of music it is, but they know like what energy to expect. And to me, Lady Beast is all about female power, female centered power and aggression and loudness and all of those qualities that we often devalue in women. So I just wanted to create a word that really encapsulated like, yeah, I'm about getting in touch with your friggin' strength and being loud and being in your face. That is my message. Be loud, ladies.
That's awesome. Is that where your dinosaurs come in? Because I know you often have dinosaurs as part of your performances or on your album covers and things like that. So is that the kind of like harnessing the sort of aggression and angst of a dinosaur?
It's super accidental. I just like when I did a crowdfunding campaign a few years ago, I couldn't think of like what rewards to offer people who donated. And I just was like, I'll draw you a picture of a dinosaur. I really didn't like mean it for it to be a serious reward. And it sold out. Everyone wanted a dinosaur picture. And I'm like, okay. So like dinosaurs are my brand accidentally now. And as brands go, like I could do worse. Dinosaurs are awesome.
Yeah, you totally rock it too. It's great.
Thank you.
So I love that you're working on an album called Shadow Work, because I have a song called Shadow and I love talking about shadow work. So just tell me a little bit about Shadow Work, your upcoming album.
Yeah. I know that this is something that I think you and I really resonate with, Emma, because we both explore like the dark and the light, and those big, those gradations of like human experience. And shadow work. So if you're not familiar with the term psychologically, shadow work is really doing the work of getting to know and understand your shadow. Your shadow psychologically is all of those things that you have cast aside, that you have put out of your kind of day-to-day and your regular consciousness for whatever reason. Sometimes it's for appropriate reasons. Sometimes it's like, okay, this is not appropriate to do in public, or I have to be a kinder person or whatever. But sometimes it's like stuff that kind of gets, bullied out of us by society or by pressure and stuff like that, or by trauma. So shadow work is really like going into that subconscious and kind of exploring those dark parts of ourselves that we often hide from. And I will say, everyone is doing shadow work right now. We don't get a choice. That's really what this pandemic is like we are stuck at home, many of us, with our thoughts, and that is hard for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's exciting to hear how that kind of develops, and maybe, I don't know if you think it'll change at all given this time. Are you writing new songs for it, or is it kind of already in recording process?
I have the usual problem I have, which is I have too many songs, like way too many songs already. So which means probably I will still write some songs that like end up sneaking onto the album at some point. I'm kind of right in the middle of the recording process. I have about half an album's worth done. We are stalled because we're social distancing. I work with my dad, and I love my dad, and I haven't seen him in about a month, but that's good. It's for both of our safety.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm really excited to get back to it whenever we are able to.
That's so great. I can't wait to hear it. And last thing, are you working on, since you're not able to physically work on your album, are you doing other creative work right now?
Yeah, I am. And I think I think there's a renaissance happening right now, and it's so cool. I'm so excited about it. I'm seeing like everyone doing all the things. I'm seeing friends of mine who are poets pick up instruments. I'm seeing friends of mine, like I'm a musician, and I've started like drawing and sketching all the time. And it's just cool seeing everyone like do something new, and seeing people who didn't think they were creative, getting into it. We turn to arts in times of crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Things I don't get to do.
Yeah, I really feel like too, it is a time for us to see how much value art has, and I love that you're seeing other people usually don't engage with it. I'm seeing that too, and it's wonderful because art is so healing, and we really need it right now.
We super, super do. And, I saw something that said the Renaissance came after the Black Plague, and we're in a pandemic right now, and there literally is like an artistic renaissance happening concurrently because we have the technology for that to happen. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's not just a silver lining. It's like a beautiful transformative tool that we have. And I'm really excited about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Lovely. Okay. Well, without further ado, I can't wait to hear the songs you'll share with us tonight. So everyone, in just a moment, after we just make the little transition, I give you Rorie Kelly.
Thank you.
Cooking up beans and rice, sweet, make it a paradise. Home, lucky to have a slice of home, sweet home.
Little world, little world, little world, little world, self-divide and we become a web, the microcosm, flesh and blood, the thread, a rose, effect and cause. When do we love? Little world, little world, little world, little world, sound and sunlight, breath and
All right. So if you're watching on Facebook, thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you head on over to twitch.com/Home Sweet Home Music Festival, because that is where the party is happening tonight, and it is continuing after I perform. All right. I see that we're live on the festival. I'm so glad. All right, I'm going to play you guys a song called Magic Comin'. This song is one of mine. You can find it on the internets, on the Spotifys and the YouTubes and all of that good stuff. This is a song about making your own magic. There are times when she knows that this life is not enough, and all the dull platitudes in the world can make it so. Working hard every day for the bills she still can't pay. RPGs late at night in someone else's life. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Where you gonna be tonight? There's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Get ready for the big surprise. When's it gonna be my turn? When's it gonna turn around? When am I gonna wake up happy? Know what I found. When's it gonna turn around? When's it gonna be my turn? When am I gonna wake up smiling? Know what I learned? Oh, 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 oh. And she lays out the cards to see how the day will be, and she turns with a sigh. There's another one of these, but the wind blows strong now. She knows it's only time. It's a matter of time till she spreads her wings and flies. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Where you gonna be tonight? There's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Get ready for the big surprise. When's it gonna be my turn? When's it gonna turn around? When am I gonna wake up happy? Know what I found. When's it gonna turn around? When's it gonna be my turn? When am I gonna wake up smiling? Know what I learned? Oh, and she lays her head tonight. She knows it's still not time, and she dreams with the power of the phoenix and flames. And she thinks that she begins to understand what she has inside. It's not a thing to disavow, it's not to fix, it's not to tame. There's magic coming. There's magic coming. There's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. There's magic coming. There's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. There's magic coming. There's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. There's magic coming. There's magic coming. Get ready for the rest of your life. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. So that song is called Magic Comin'. And like I said, it's about making your own magic, which is a big, big focus for me. If you like what you've been hearing, you can find me on the Spotifys. Hey, Johnny Nail, good to see you tuning in. Thank you, my friend. And if you're tuned in from Facebook, if you just popped on, please head on over to the Home Sweet Home Festival on Twitch. That's where all of us are broadcasting from, so you can see me and everyone else afterwards. Home Sweet Home Festival is a really special thing that Emma Back put together to support artists at this time who have lost their income, because usually we'd be gigging right now. It would just be crazy, it would just starting to get crazy and busy. And oops. Hey, thank you, friends. Everyone's being so sweet in the chat. All right, I want to sing you a song called Wolf. This song is not recorded yet. It's gonna be on my new album if I ever get back in the studio to finish it. We're social distancing right now, so it's been tricky. Honey, I'll just take your business card instead of giving you my number. I know you said you can help me. I wanna know what you think that means. I'm not new to this industry. A damsel in distress that you can help out of her jeans. I feel your waves of confidence. It makes me feel so apprehensive. I know it's not me stuck in this story. I'm a wolf in girl clothes, and you need to know I won't be wide-eyed and easy like you when I don't need your advice. I'm living a life that you cannot understand as a man. I'm a wolf, oh, oh, oh. I'm a wolf, oh, oh, oh. I don't want to hear about your history, so star-spangled and full of glory. It led you too quick enough on me at this dive bar. Dropping names all over the place. Say you should have seen your face when I told you I don't know what caring all those people are. I'm a wolf in girl clothes, and you need to know I won't be wide-eyed and easy like you when I don't need your advice. I'm living a life that you cannot understand as a man. I'm a wolf, oh, oh, oh. I'm a wolf, oh, oh, oh. I don't need to tell you what my plan is. I don't need to tell you about my day-to-day life. I don't need to tell you about the hustle I do day and night. Oh, getting your buying was never worth my time. I'm a wolf, oh, oh, oh. 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 I'm a wolf, oh, girl clothes. You need to know I'm a wolf, oh, wide-eyed. Easy like you play. I don't want your advice. I'm living a life. I'm a wolf, oh, you cannot understand. I'm a wolf. Thank you, friends. It's so funny with live streaming. It's like I'm never gonna get used to it. Like it's just the complete silence after I finish a song. Yeah, I want to say thank you to Emma and everyone who is behind the scenes and had me come back, because last week my internet disappeared right when I was supposed to play, and thank you for letting me come back and have a round two. I'm really, really glad that it's working today as well. So I'm going to do one more song for you because I want to let us get to the other really amazing artists. Oh, thank you so much, Natalia. It's good to see you tuned in. If you're tuned in on Facebook, I really hope you will check out the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. You can go to twitch.tv/Home Sweet Home Festival to find it. You can also go to patreon.com and search for the Home Sweet Home Music Festival, because that's where they're really doing the magic. They are raising money with every festival to support musicians like me who are like out of work due to the coronavirus. It's a really cool thing. And it's really been wonderful just to be able to tune in and hear all these friggin' amazing musicians every week. That's been a real blessing. So I got one more song for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and being a part of my universe. If you've been enjoying what you've been hearing, you can find me online at roriekelly.com. Oh, look at that. My name and my Bandcamp are right there on the little thing. So look right down there, roriekelly.bandcamp.com. This is a song called I Got This. I've been trying to keep it real positive today because I think we all need those good vibes. I know we're all right now like 2 seconds away from a meltdown at any given time because we're all going through a lot. So this is my good vibes to you. Future of the movement, all my life been leading up to this. I wanna be that important to someone. I got the kiss, I got the kiss. Wanna see me just change. You wanna let me just rearrange. I wanna see you just smiling, yeah, all correctly, no complaints. Then I want to do inside of me, side of me. Then I have to do in front of me. I got this. I got it on my own. Yeah. I wanna be right square in the moment, meditate like it's golden night, but I don't think it's desire, it's feeling nice. It's just the taint of self-denial. I wanna lose all that shame. I want the power all rearranged. I wanna see a true partnership, yeah, all connected, not the same. And I want to do inside of me, side of me. Then I got to do in front of me. I got this. On my own. Yeah. My sunshine, I wanna teach you how to be unsure. I wanna find some new ground together, show you things you've never seen before. I wanna see a full change. Thinking so hard it hurts our brains. I wanna see you just smiling, yeah, no corrections, no corrections. Then I want to do inside of me, side of me. Then I got to do in front of me. Then everything I want in front of me. Then everything I want, I got. 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 Thank you so much, my friends. Make sure you stay tuned in because another awesome artist is coming right up. My name is Rorie Kelly. Thank you so much for listening. Farewell, farewell.
Learn to let it go. People together, feeling through the dark in busy streets. We play our part. Little world. Little world. Little world.
Great. Oops. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Rorie Kelly, for your Lady Beast music. That's really fun. Love those grooves. Okay, so please become a patron on Patreon. It's patreon.com/homesweethome music festival. I want to thank all of our current donors: Aaron, Adam, Andrea, Brittany, Clayton, Daniel, Giuseppe, Heather, Hillary, Jason, Jordan, Julia, my sister, Katie, Mariana, Marion, my mom, Michael, Mike, Miranda, Richard, and Samantha. Thank you all so much. Your contributions go to these very musicians who you are hearing and seeing tonight. Really makes a difference for us, since so many of us are out of work these days. So please do consider becoming an ongoing patron at Patreon, like $3, $5, $15 a month. If you can afford that little bit of a week for each of our broadcasts. If you can afford that, that'd be so helpful for all of us. So we have a couple more acts here. Chet Vincent is a singer-songwriter from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He plays with his bands The Big Bend and Birdwatcher. And Chet and Dan, the magic behind the scenes, our tech guru, play in a band together. And I'm looking forward to hearing Chet. All right, take it away.
How's it going? My name's Chet. I'm excited to be here on Home Sweet Home Music Festival. I'm going to tune for a second here. Not sure if I'm live yet. I think that I'm live. I'm going to double check here with Daniel. Oh. Hello? Hello?
Hey man, move the phone away from the mic.
Oh, okay, I will. Am I good now? Oh, okay. Shit. This is not going well. Okay. All right, so my name's Chet Vincent, and I'm going to assume that I'm broadcasting live now. I don't see it on the Twitch feed, but it seems like I am. And cool. So I'm really excited to be playing here at the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. Everyone's been awesome so far. Really excited to be a part of it. I'm going to play a few songs, and I'm going to have my wife, Molly Alphabet, join me, and she's going to play a couple songs for you guys. And it should be pretty good time. This first song is a brand new one that I wrote. It's about I have a 14-month-old, and she just started walking, And it's been interesting watching her achieve life achievements during a quarantine situation. It's called First Step. Okay, here we go. 15 days after the end of the world, just me and the wife, my little girl, all alone in our house with a bottle of wine, wondering if in a week or so we would be dying. Those endless days turned to restless nights, the empty sidewalks and the flickering street lights just shining for no one, or so it seems. The muted green glowing of digital screens reflecting back on a face pale white. My tears falling down and I know that's alright, but watch them roll back the stone, watch them open the tomb, watch them take that first step into the room. Watch them haul out the idols, melt the gold, but what's worse, watch them ignore the prophet. I watch them deliver the curse. 20 days after the end of the world, 100 people standing in line, with the fever raging, the world caving in. We've all got one thing on our mind. Am I to blame? You know, it's not my fault. Never done nothing wrong, at least I've never been caught. Work real hard, that ain't no lie. It's always been other people who die. And when this is over, I'll look at myself in the mirror. Things are bad now, but I've got nothing to fear. And I watch them roll back the stone, watch them open the tomb, watch them take that first step into the room. Watch them haul out the idols, melt the gold, but what's worse, watch them ignore the prophet. I watch them deliver the curse. 25 days after the end of the world, still just me and the wife, my little girl tucked away in our home, while everything burns. Just another hard lesson, too hard to learn. I took a trip downtown, no one was there. I saw some spray paint saying life isn't fair. I went to the market, but we had nothing left. Evening, my daughter took her first step. I watched them roll back the stone, watched them open the tomb, watched them take that first step into the room. Watched them haul out the idols, melt the gold, but what's worse, watch them ignore the prophet. I watch them deliver the curse. Thanks a lot. Cool. So that's a new one. It's a few days old. I've been working on trying to record that one remotely with some friends, and that's been fun. A new kind of new kind of challenge. But yeah, I'm really excited to be able to do the stream. I've done a couple streams from home, but the Home Away from Home, Home Sweet Home streaming festival, I've watched a couple. My friend Danny Rechtenwald played some classical guitar here a couple weeks ago, and that was really great to get to watch him play, and everyone has sounded so awesome on this, and it feels like we're all really learning this format, or at least trying to anyway. So here's another one. This is a little bit of an older song. It's called "The Forest Needs the Fire." I play this one with Daniel, who's the sound guy tonight, the man behind the scenes. Okay, this is "The Forest Needs the Fire." The forest needs the fire. Black smoke blocks out the sun. The forest needs the fire. The order comes undone. Nature's way is plain. New beginnings born of pain. Careless cigarette, dead leaves turn to flame. Seeing the tall trees burning, we are only learning. Nature's not discerning or created to inspire. The forest needs a fire. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The forest needs the fire. It won't be well behaved. The forest needs the fire, and nothing will be saved. Nature's way is plain. New beginnings born of pain. A careless cigarette, dead leaves turn to flame. Seeing the tall trees burning, we are only learning. Nature's not discerning or created to inspire. The forest needs the fire. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See the tall trees burning, we are only learning. Nature's not discerning or created to inspire. would like to bring my wife, Molly Alphabet, up, and we're going to do a couple of her songs right now.
Hello, world. Greetings from our quarantine bunker here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nice to see you. We've been enjoying, like Chet said, watching these the past few weeks, and all of our friends live streaming from Pittsburgh and around the world. It's been kind of a cool, unique part of this quarantine. So in addition to all his solo work and rock band and folk rock band, Chet also plays guitar in my band, which is a country band. We often have a full 6-piece country band, but tonight we're just gonna strip down a couple of the tunes for you. What are we doing first?
Let's do your song "Just a Prop" about going to bars.
Okay, this one's a drinking song. Tonight against my better mind, think I'm gonna get in line and go downtown. You know where to find me there, standing in the corner with my friends. Everybody knows their lines, we've done this 1,000 times. What's one more? Tonight's the night we get it right and finally find out how the whole thing ends. Tonight I am not drinking, baby, don't you know this beer is just a prop. Prop me up in the corner with my heart upon the jukebox, let it rock. Tonight I am not drinking, baby, don't you know this beer is just a prop. Just one more if you buy, and then we'll try and run the whole thing from the top. Call out the dancing bears, go ahead and move the chairs, places now. Cue the fight between the guys I used to think I'd like to take me home. Neither one can land a blow, looks more like a dance, you know it all too well. Looks nothing like the movies, yeah, but don't you know we're trying hard as hell. Tonight I am not drinking, baby, don't you know this beer is just a prop. Prop me up in the corner with my arm upon the jukebox, let it rock. Tonight I am not drinking, baby, don't you know this beer is just a prop. Just one more if you buy, and then we'll try and run the whole thing from the top. And we've been microdosing alcohol since 2003. Now be microdosing alcohol with you. Lay eyes on me. Tonight I am not drinking, baby, don't you know this beer is just a prop. Prop me up in the corner with my arm upon the jukebox, let it rock. Tonight I am not drinking, baby, don't you know this beer is just a prop. Just one more if you buy, and then we'll try and run the whole thing from the top. Yeah, just one more if you buy, and then we'll try again until the curtain drops. Real nice.
One more.
One more. So this is another one that I wrote that my country band plays around town. It's called Traces.
Traces. Ready? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You never cross my mind, or at least you never should. We were just killing time before we knew where we stood. What do I rewrite history? The world is
steps after too much cheap champagne. New Year's Day at 22 with a throbbing in your veins. They said nothing about the traces you leave running around my brain. When I saw you years later, you looked just a little less cool. I showed you my pregnant belly. You showed me your new tattoos. You said you married last June. I pretended I hadn't heard. When there was never much to say, it's hard to have a way with words. They say every dollar bill has traces of cocaine, and you have to trace your steps after too much cheap champagne. New Year's Day at 22 with a throbbing in your veins. They said nothing about the traces you leave running around my brain. I can't predict the things that bring you to my mind, unless it's petty theft on TV or a well-cast fishing line. Zippo lighters at the county fair, tire tracks at the county line. Though my heart's moved on twice over, memory sometimes falls behind. They say every dollar bill has traces of cocaine, and you have to trace your steps after too much cheap champagne. New Year's Day at 22 with a throbbing in your veins. They said nothing about the traces you leave running round my brain. No, they said nothing about the traces you leave running round my brain. No, they said nothing about the traces you leave running round my brain.
Hey, thanks for having us. Home Sweet Home Music Festival. You can find Molly's music at mollyalphabet.com or on Spotify, and you can find my music on Spotify under Chet Vincent or thebigband.net. You guys are all tech savvy if you're here on Twitch, I feel like, so you can find us. But yeah, thanks for having us. We really appreciate it and hope to see you on a stream soon sometime.
Hello, great, Chet and Molly. It's so fun to have a duet, and we're gonna have another one very soon here. My housemate Eric Coyne, who is just over here, he's gonna play a couple tunes, and then he and I are going to play together as well. I'll play a couple of tunes, and then we'll call it a night. Yeah, Eric Coyne, why don't you come on over? as featured on our first broadcast as well. Here, I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit.
All right, I'll get into position while Joseph gets around here. There we go. And oh, don't sit on my glasses over there. Thank you, Joseph. Hello, everybody. It's wonderful to be back. Last week, Joseph played the prelude to the third cello suite on violin. And I decided to play this evening the cello version, I guess the original version, obviously. So it was really cool to hear him work on that piece. It's one that I love and have played for a long time as well. So I'll play the prelude to the third cello suite and the Allemande, the second movement. Before I play, hope you guys are all doing well. Wherever you guys are watching, thank you so much for supporting us. I can't even tell you how much that Joseph has just been working his butt off, toiling endlessly for this festival. So thank you to Joseph. It's much appreciated. And thank you, everybody, for supporting us and being interested in spending your Friday evenings listening to the Home Sweet Home Festival. So without further ado, am I sitting in the right place for the microphone? Or is this in the right...
Good.
Let's see. Maybe I should move back a little bit.
I'd say that's good.
All right. Here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's always a fun one. That's just never gets old to play that one. Is little story here, if I don't mind. I heard Yo-Yo Ma played the 6 suites in a live concert last summer in Chicago. I was there for a Suzuki training conference, and he happened to be doing his tour of the 6 suites, and played all 6 of them back to back in Grant Park, right there along Michigan Avenue. Well, what is that? Michigan Avenue and Lakeshore Drive and stuff like that. Right around the skyline, which I love. I'm an architecture nut. I was as a kid, and I always loved going to Chicago and seeing the buildings. And when he played this piece, the first thing he said was that he felt like the piece reflected the Chicago skyline and all the various architecture and high-rises. And so I thought it was a really cool take on that. I was an architecture nerd and a Bach nerd, so, then hearing him all those years later, and we're in Chicago, and he's like, this is to the architecture of Chicago. I love this city, and I like that city too. I don't make it there much anymore. So if there's anyone watching from Chicago, I love your city. I hope I could go back at some point. And anyway, without further ado, on to the Allemande. We don't want to take up all of everyone's Friday night. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, my fellow housemates.
All right. So
Okay.
just scoot over a little bit. See if we can both get in the shot here. I think we can sort of do this.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Look at this, 2 duets. Duets are in short supply these days.
Indeed they are.
All right. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you for playing that. I really enjoy the sensitivity you bring to those pieces. It's very enjoyable.
Thank you. You as well. It's great to hear you play Bach on solo or cello Bach.
Yeah.
Bach cello on violin.
Yes.
Cello Bach. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna take off my sweater, and then we're gonna do an improvisation together. Yes.
Yes. Oh, the tuning ritual.
Oh my goodness! I haven't had to tune with somebody in so long.
I know. It's been, I don't know, since 19 what? Wait, am I still in view of that camera there? I don't know. I'm really I'm awful picky about what.
Is this in tune? Music jokes. Okay.
G. Well, you know, that Bach was really boisterous, and it's a lot of left hand for the cello. I might take it easy in our improv and,
Yeah.
you know, see what happens. Just getting warmed up.
Bow bump.
We could just be getting warmed up. But Joseph needs to play. And that was really fun. I always enjoy improving with Joseph.
Yeah. It's
we
really
don't do
fun.
it enough.
Indeed. It's kind of odd.
So the night moves on, and it moves to Joseph now.
Okay, here we go. Maybe I'll just play...
Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, great. Well, it's nearly 10 o'clock, and I'm sure you are all in danger of turning into pumpkins or other forms of squash. So, let's see. Maybe I'll take an informal poll. Shall I play like the country waltz or the Irish slip jig?
Country waltz.
Country waltz.
The country waltz. Here we go. So this is a famous tune, the Tennessee Waltz. One of these lovely old waltzes. Before I play this, I want to thank all of our patrons one more time. Please do consider becoming a patron, and please help us spread the word about this music festival. We're looking for help to spread the word because the more patrons we get, the more we can support these hard-working musicians who are now out of work. So please sign up on Patreon. You'll see the link below here. Aaron, Adam, Andrea, Brittany, Clayton, Daniel, Giuseppe, Heather, Hillary, Jason, Jordan, Julia, my sister, Katie, Mariana, Marion, my mom, Michael, Mike, Miranda, Richard, and Samantha. Thank you all so very much. And here we go. I'm going to leave you with the Tennessee Waltz. There we go. It's nice to have an audience here at home. All right. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I originally had intended to play that song in a different key. So even when you're playing alone at home, things can be surprising and fun. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for watching. And to all our patrons, thank you so much. Your donations really do make a difference. And we will see you here. Same time, same place. Every week until the lockdown ends. So, see you next time.
She took her heart and stood absolutely still, filled it up and built it stronger too. She said,